Hi everybody, this is Krista with Art Graphic Studio. Welcome or welcome back if this is not your first time watching my videos. Today we're going to download and assemble a simple 8-page mini book from an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. So let's get started. If you have not already downloaded your SVG file, you can go to my Etsy shop by going to etsy.com and searching for Art Graphic Studio. Then scroll or search for the SVG you're looking for. If you are a Cricut Design Space user, you may be able to access my free designs. For more information, see my note at the end of this video. Sometimes, depending upon your system and or your software, you may have to resize your uploaded design before you can make it. While I'm demonstrating this in Cricut Design Space, the same principles apply no matter what software you're using. So to get started, you'll need to upload your design files. Now, typically in Cricut, this is going to be an SVG file, but there might be other files, PDFs or PNGs or JPEGs. So let's go to Upload, Upload Image, and Browse. Now we're going to go to where we know our files are, in this case, crafts and envelopes. Now today I'm going to show you on this 4.5 by 9.5 inch envelope. So I'll open that and open the SVG file. Now here's our file. So let's upload that. And here it is. Now let's just click on that. And you see this green border? That indicates that it's selected. So we want to add that to our canvas over on the lower right. Now here we have it. Let's make it a little smaller so we can see the whole thing. Now you can see it's all grouped, but before we ungroup it, we need to do one thing, and that is to resize it, or to see if we need to resize it. In this case, I said I wanted a 4.5 by 9.5 inch card. So I'm going to create a rectangle, unlock the edit, and change that to width of 9.5 and a height of 4.5. Oops, 9.5. All right, there we go. Now I'm going to move this size that I know to be the correct size into place. About there. And as you can see, that's pretty close. So I think I'm just going to use that. And I'm going to get rid of that because I don't need it now. But let's say, for example, our envelope or whatever our project was came in at a different size. So here's the size we wanted, but as we can see, it's way too small. So what we want to do now is to adjust the size of the project. In this case, it's an envelope. So I'm just going to grab the corner and I'm going to expand it until I get it about where I think it ought to be. Now I've gotten it a little too big, so I'm going to reduce that. And there, that's about what we need for it to be. So we don't need our rectangle anymore. And here we are, ready to start designating our score lines. So now we know it's the right size. Let's go ahead and ungroup it. Now we want to change our score lines into score lines because they come in as cut lines. And in order to do that, click on the area that you know to be your score lines. And the way you know these will be score lines is because this box right here turns red. So we want to change basic cut to score. Now you can see that we have our score lines. Now all you have to do is select both your score lines and your design and attach them. Now you're ready to make it. And when it comes up, you can see that your score lines and your design is all on your cutting board. This is the 8-page mini book. There's just 2 pieces, the letter-sized piece and then the cover. Now the letter-sized piece is done in either copy paper or decorative paper, whichever you choose. I don't recommend doing it in cardstock. It just makes it too thick and too bulky. And then you have the little cover in cardstock. Of course, the cover is optional, but it makes it look nice. This is what you receive in your SVG file. And you can see it is scored and it is slit in the middle. And the first thing you want to do is to fold on the score lines this way, vertically and horizontally. Now these will also be folded, but part of it will be folded valley and part will be folded mountain. So basically what we want to do is we're going to try and get to this shape. So we're going to fold along those score lines and those score lines. So here is our shape, and we're going to fold that together, and there is our little book. So let's look at that again. Here is our base, and basically this is page 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So when we fold that up, we fold it together, we're going to fold this back page back and the number 1 page on the front. Now if you use the cover, let's go ahead and score this. If you use the cover, it will sit where it is glued on the front and the back, like this. I did not include a score line on the cover because what type of paper you use will determine where the score line is. So it would just wrap around and would be whatever thickness your book is. Now, let's look at this. You can see that this is open on the top and the bottom. And on this one, it's open on the side and bottom. This one, top and bottom, and this one on the side and bottom. Now, you can either take some glue and glue along that edge, and that edge, same thing here, run your glue here and here, here and here, and here and here. But another thing you can do, let's open this back up. But another thing you can do is to turn your page over this way, and you can run tape where I have it marked. Here, 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 and here. And when you peel the tape off, fold it over, and your tape will seal right along there so that the pages will be sealed. Either way, you can tape it or you can seal it. And if you want to, you can put the tape on but not pull the backing off until you've got it folded, and then reach in and pull the backing off. That's just up to you. Now I have decided to make mine into a little Thanksgiving book to just, someone can just write their name on the front, a child or even an adult, and then they can write on the pages the things that they're thankful for. Now I have included some numbering that you can use on the pages. I've also included some little designs that I picked up off of Cricut. These are, of course, done by other artists, and I do appreciate the work that the other artists do. And you can use whatever you'd like for whatever occasion you'd like. And here is my page. Let's move these out of the way. And as I said before, you fold it along this way, and then this way. And then, of course, these on these fold lines, these score lines. There we go. All right, here we go. So when you lift it up and fold it like this, here's your little book. All right, now we've got our little book. And it's 8 pages. We'll be putting our cover on the outside, but we don't want to press it down. We want to just crease it a little bit so that when we glue it down, it'll fit on like that. And we'll be gluing this to this and this to this. So we don't need to decorate this or this, just the inside. Now what I have done is I have chosen some decor to go on it. And I picked Thanksgiving because that is what I wanted to have my little book be about. And I also made some numbers. Now you don't have to use any of this. You can use any holiday that you want or your birthday, whatever you'd like to do. I just decided I would do some numbers, things I'm thankful for, and then the person can write in here with marker or whatever what they're happy for, what they're most thankful for. So I made this little guy here, and I'm going to put this on that page. So I'm going to put this on here. Now, if you decide you don't want to use the cover, this is something like this would be great for the front for page 1. We're going to be putting it on page 2. And then as we go along, I'm going to be putting the number number 1 thing I'm thankful for. And then you can use some of these little decor items or not use them. Now what I did was I took the artwork and I offset it so that it, and then so that it would show up against this colored background. And then I attached it. Of course, this would be a print then cut. So you want to select both the image and the offset and mark them as a print then cut. And I decided I'm going to put a decor item on each page. And then there's still plenty of room to write whatever they're thankful for. And we're going to do the same thing on each page until we get to the end. This page, I think I'm going to put 2 things I'm thankful for. Now these can be used as place settings or just fun little projects. Then I'm going to put a little decor item on here. And I'm going to keep doing that until I have all the pages ready. You could even put like a photograph if you wanted to. If something that they're thankful for would be family, you could put a photograph instead of decor. Anything that you'd like to do like that. So here's our little book, ready to be written in. And we're going to be putting our cover on. And as I said, just fold it a little, press it, but don't push it down tightly until you know what size. And that's going to work pretty well. So I'm going to put glue on here. And on the back. Now I'm going to put something heavy on here, put my block on here until it dries. Now here's our little book. They can put their name on the front, and then they can write in things that they're thankful for on each page on the inside. And this can be just a little souvenir from Thanksgiving, or you could use it as a place setting and put the name on it. And that's all there is to it. A simple little mini book. Thanks for watching, and if you find this video useful, don't forget to click the like, subscribe, and notification bell to stay informed about more exciting projects. I appreciate you watching my video, and I will see you next time. If you're a Cricut Design Space user, you can access some of my shared projects by opening Cricut Design Space, and on the home screen, in the search bar, type Art, Graphics, Studio, and press Enter. Then scroll down to Community Members and click on Art Graphics Studio. There you'll find all of my shared projects.